Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play The Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief. And when we last left off, Constable Zelna had just been abandoned by the ship, having been refused the right to join on the cruise to help Legrand, which is unfortunate. Although technically we are out of his jurisdiction by quite a way, as we aren't in Switzerland anymore. Let's consult the notebook. We haven't consulted the notebook all game. The notebook actually has a lot of interesting stuff in it. He talks about a lot of things as the game goes on, and voices his personal opinion about things, does Zelna. This is the private notebook of Constable Anton Jakob Zelna. Should you find this book, please send it directly to Zurich Police Headquarters. I'm sure we will. First page is just about the robbery of the Eye, and that the old Raven is besmirching the reputation of the new one, as the latter never harmed, well, the former in this case, never harmed a soul during his exploits. And that he stood up to the captain and demanded that he get the assignment with Legrand, and that he got it. Which is good, because if he didn't, he wouldn't be here, and there wouldn't be much of a game. Legrand hunts Raven's heir. Yep, Legrand is indeed taking over the entire case, and is renowned for, being a relentless bloodhound, and demonstrating his talent 5 years ago by, out of nowhere, capturing the Raven and shooting him dead. A little bit of information about the copycat criminal. 5 casualties in 3 robberies. That is bad form, considering the old Raven, who hurt nobody. Nobody at all. There are sketches of the characters that you presume that Zelna's done? Zelda's a pretty decent artist in that case. He looks different in person, does Legrand. Older, more worn. Looks like he's becoming reckless. He wants to find the Raven at all costs and is willing to risk his career, and is worried that he'd shot the wrong person. You know that he's a truly aspiring opponent, and as an ally, you're going to find out about that. You'll note that this part was recent information. This is updated as Zelna learns things. It doesn't show him writing in it. When it makes a little scribbly sound, actually, you'll find that he's updated it. Usually with what he currently needs to do to progress the story, but occasionally with information about characters. Information about the trap, and how it went horribly, horribly wrong. How he believes that the Raven was intending to kill Legrand. And a small amount about Lucienne. Considering how much we talked to Lucienne, that's not a lot of information. And a little about the locked compartment. And Baroness von Trebitz. A trying person in my estimation, but also a generous philanthropist. Indeed. And Clarissa Westmacott. The greatest author of the century, according to Zelna, and certainly the most successful. It's such a shame that she stopped writing. Haven't read anything about it in the press yet. Fans around the world were in an uproar. Most successful mysteries. Little Indians. Death on the Rails. Murder in Egypt. Under a Full Moon. Styles' Affair of Mystery. The Vicarage in the Mirror. And Maurice Parteau's Easter. There's a reference in that title that I don't entirely get, but I'm sure there is. Little Indians sold more than 100 million copies, making it the most successful mystery novel of all time. Mary Miller and Matt Miller. The boy couldn't control himself and slipped back into the train to get his wooden pistol back. That was dangerous and courageous and adventurous. I want to be cross with him, but I can't. Stuff about Oliver. The constable seems to be an honest man, but not a clever one. I'm proud to be working at the side of the great detective. Fair enough. And the shadow on the train. We know there was a shadow on the train, and with 3 keys. With the 3 keys and information about the old/new Raven. That's it. And then it's who is the Raven and board the ship. And you can pay for points that you've earned by doing things in the game to get hints. I'm not going to be doing that. So with that read, let us look at the gangway. Screen pans across a little.
I'll be marching up this gangway today, no matter what. Someone has to stop that damn bomber before he endangers more people.
Yep. There is the constable.
Constable Oliver seems to be a little simplistic. But I don't think he's a bad policeman. The way he reacted in the tunnel and got the train moving. Hats off.
And your hat indeed came off earlier. Let us go to the young woman's car, a character we have not met before yet, and examine the luggage.
Amazing how much luggage there is for so few passengers. And I'd guess that 3/4 of it belongs to the women.
And the car.
Fine car, but nothing compared to the young lady who owns it.
Let us look at the young lady.
Who could she be? An actress? A millionaire's daughter? She's certainly attracting a lot of attention.
We cannot interact with her as it stands, so let us go back and talk to Constable Oliver. I'm sure this conversation's going to go great.
Hello, Constable Olivier.
It's Oliver.
Well, that was a good start, Zelna.
I just wanted to say that you did a good job in the tunnel.
Thanks.
How did you know how to get the train moving?
I've come from a family of miners, and my uncle is an engine driver down a mine.
I see. And you looked over his shoulder.
Yeah, best way to learn.
I get the feeling that Constable Oliver doesn't like us. Let's dig deeper.
Did Legrand tell you about his theory? That it could be the real Raven?
Of course he did. We're partners.
But the modus operandi doesn't fit at all. The Raven wasn't a bomber.
We have the letter. And the feather. That's his symbol.
Anyone can put a feather in an envelope.
You would know.
What's that supposed to mean?
It was you.
What was me?
You put the envelope on the safe.
To blow myself up?
You threw the bomb away, and now you're the famous hero, right? And the Raven must have paid you pretty well.
That is ridiculous.
Is it? Only you and I and Legrand were in the freight car. One of us must have put the envelope on the safe. Legrand didn't. And I didn't. Think about it.
Oh dear. That was quite an accusation there. A serious accusation. Accusation. Nope, not an accusation, Kiko. An accusation. Let us move on and go back to the woman's car. There's not really much else I can do at the moment. Not really much I can do here at all. Could try and walk up the gangway, board the ship. There really isn't much else I can do. Was something I could examine over there? Oh, enjoy the view. There you are. Let's enjoy the view, shall we? Of the
The
sunset.
sea is quiet today. Ideal conditions for a cruise.
Yep, indeed.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to see the sights in Venice. Paperwork served up by my Italian colleagues took up most of the day.
Oh, that's rubbish. We could try and board the ship. We'll try one more time. Let's just walk over here, shall we? No, it's not actually going to let me. I examine the
I'll
luggage
take
again.
an inconspicuous look up close.
There we go. That's subtle, Zelna. Well done. Oh! Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting anyone to be crawling around on the ground in front of my door.
Don't worry about it, miss. No harm done.
Oh, that's good to hear, Mr.
Zellner. Anton Jakob Zellner.
Hello. Let's ask for her name, shall we? And perhaps for a doctor to examine the bump on your head. Fortunately, I think a doctor is actually coming along, so that should be convenient.
May I ask your name?
Patricia Mayers.
Are you American?
I am. Could you help me, please?
Okay. Why not?
Certainly.
One suitcase? Where are you heading?
Are you on your way to Egypt?
Yes.
Are you on holiday?
My father works for a railroad company there.
And is rebuilding the country after the war. Wonderful.
Yes. Wonderful.
Doesn't sound happy about that. Suitcase number
One
2.
more.
great luck.
You're lucky to have a father who takes you to so many interesting places.
Oh, yes. Lucky me.
Aren't you interested in Egypt? The pyramids, the history.
I would have been more interested in a father who doesn't travel 300 days a year.
I'm sure your father regrets that he can't always be with you.
No doubt. And I'm sure he always wanted the best for me. But that doesn't stop him from thinking only about himself far too often.
One more. She does not like her father.
Bring my luggage on board, please.
Excuse me?
It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zellner.
Impertinent.
How did she know we were a constable? We never mentioned that. Ah! The Doctor! The Doctor here has one of the best conversations in the game, in my opinion. Just one of the things that happens at the end I absolutely find awesome. So let's make sure we get that, shall we? Let's look to the Dr. Gerhardt.
Is the doctor afraid to board the ship?
Let's find out. Hello, Dr. Gerhardt.
Hello, Dr. Gebhardt.
Ah, the hero of the hour.
Ah, Gebhardt, not Gerhardt. My apologies there. Let us, mention that.
The hero of the hour, but out of work soon.
Oh, you won't be a policeman anymore?
Yes, but on my old beat, which is almost as good as being out of work.
Oh,
I understand.
the ship?
Is your new job bothering you?
On the contrary, I wasn't sure whether I made the right decision until now.
Oh?
I'm from the Black Forest, you know. There are only mountains there, no ships. But now, the salty breeze, the atmosphere, I think I want to stay at sea forever.
That's good. Oh! And a
The
car.
sea is one thing, the passengers are another.
It will be okay.
They get along quite well. They get along very well, these two. Let's talk about the Baroness.
What do you know about the Baroness?
Nothing really.
Did you talk to her in the tunnel?
No, her butler was looking after her, and I was busy with Miss Miller. As you can imagine, it was a shock for her to see her son rolling away on a burning train.
True.
That's understandable.
So, we were all glad when we heard about your brave deed.
Excellent. And let's mention the captain of the ship, shall we?
Have you already met the captain?
Mario Di Conti. Heard of him?
Should I have?
He is something of a star in Italy. A war hero.
Oh?
In the First World War, when he was a young man, he sank more enemy ships than anyone else. In the Second World War, well, he had some personal problems.
You mean like the ones you buy in bottles and pillboxes?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh.
Anyway, sending him into combat was out of the question. They gave him a supply ship instead, and he became a hero again. His ship, part of a convoy from Palermo to North Africa, was the only one that made it, with an extra 100 seamen who he rescued from the other ships.
Impressive.
To say his health is rather shaky these days would be an understatement. I think most of my time on board will be spent dealing with his numerous ailments.
Well, there's nothing left for me to do but to wish you a good trip.
Indeed.
Oh, you are not coming with us?
Unfortunately, no. I'm to go back to Zurich.
Oh.
What a pity.
Take care, Dr. Gebhardt. Keep an eye on the other passengers.
Oh, hello, violinist.
Oh, I just remembered. We found these in the tunnel. Are they yours?
Ah.
I'm afraid so.
Strophantine. Do you have heart problems? Maybe it's for the best that you're not coming along. Too much excitement could be bad for your health.
Oh?
You mean if I don't do anything, I'll probably have a few more years to live?
That's right. Keep your chin up.
Best scene coming here. looks at the pills, listens to what the doctor said, and throws them away. Fantastic. Just the way he just goes, sploosh. I'd rather have some excitement. Sploosh. Brilliant. Absolutely love it. Let us talk to the Baroness, since the Baroness has now appeared. With even more luggage than, Miss Mayers.
James? James! Where on earth are you?
Hello, Baroness.
Hello.
Ah, Inspector.
Constable.
Poppycock. You won't be a constable much longer. When they find out how you rescued that little boy, they'll have to promote you to Inspector.
Very kind of you to say so, Baroness.
Hello. The adventure in the tunnel. Let's talk about that for a bit.
I hope you survived the adventure in the tunnel unharmed.
Scandalous. You book a first-class cabin, and then you're walking on the rails.
Indeed.
Huh. They wanted to bundle me off in a bus without my luggage.
The circumstances, madam.
I insisted on a limousine and didn't leave until all my luggage was recovered.
Well, luggage is probably important to you.
Did you know that the real Eye of the Sphinx wasn't even on the train?
I had no idea. Inspector Legrand seems to prefer to keep me in the dark, although I'm the one paying for all of this.
The inspector is ensuring the safety of the Eye.
Well, obviously. All the same, it was you who did the real work on the train.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It was me that did most of the work.
I hope that the remainder of your trip to Cairo will be less stressful.
You aren't coming with us?
I'm afraid Inspector Legrand doesn't want my company.
Fiddle faddle.
Oh dear.
You found my purse while he just sat on some boxes, guarding the bomb that nearly killed us all. I want you to come with us.
I'd like that as well, but...
I'll speak to the captain and bear the costs.
Baroness, I don't know...
No trouble. I'll see to it.
Oh, that's good.
Now, where's my damned butler?
Over there, I think. Hello.
James, there you are. Is the inspector to carry my luggage onto the ship all by himself?
Well, actually...
Whoa, what happened there?
Baroness?
Baroness, can you hear me? She fainted.
No. No.
Baroness?
Again, harder.
Hello? Can you hear me?
She alright?
Me up.
Perhaps we should...
Now.
I'll get Dr. Gebhardt.
No, Doctor. Just a little moment of weakness.
Okay.
Your arm, James. Take me to the ship.
But of course, madam.
Notice he was only able to use one
There
arm.
was no moment of weakness. She saw something that shocked her, or someone. Very interesting. Especially since she doesn't want to admit it.
Indeed. Also, you can look through the binoculars at this
Who
point.
or what did she see?
Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look.
Neither of them seems to have noticed what happened down here. You'll have a tough time with her. How does one get aboard without a ticket? Not brilliant, but it's a possibility.
Hiding in a box? I suppose that is a possibility, yes. But when we come back, folks, we shall hopefully board the boat. And hopefully not end the game being sent back to Zurich. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.